Hi everyone, welcome back to another gameplay of BTD6. So welcome to another comparison and analysis video. Today I'm gonna take the Mob Moller, so the third upgrade in the middle path of the bomb, and I'm gonna show you guys which of the two cross paths is better. So is it better to go with a 2-3-0 bomb, or is it better to go with a 0-3-2 bomb? So with the top path, you gain larger bombs, more popping power, and larger blast area. And then you gain another layer of damage and even more popping power. Instead, in the bottom path, you gain more range, and then you get the frag bombs. So these sharp fragments that can pop more balloons around the one that is attacked. So yeah, that was something that occurred to me very recently, because in this last Odyssey that is still on, the bomb was one of the towers that was available to use, and yeah, so as always I'm gonna have Monkey Knowledge disabled, and let's jump into Monkey Meadow sandbox and let's start the analysis. So normally when I compare to crosspath, I just take a look at three different scenarios. First of all, the overall DPS against a single balloon, then the overall DPS against a group of balloons, and then DPS against DDTs. So that's pretty much the three things I'm considering, and therefore I'm gonna show you right now the bombs against round 100, so against a single balloon, the BAD. Then the bombs against round 98, that it's the group balloons scenario, and then the bombs against DDTs. In this case, I'm gonna just spawn DDTs myself, so I'm gonna actually prepare it here with 5 and 10. All right, and yeah, so that's gonna be the third things. So let's jump right away. So 2-3-0. Here we go, round 100. I'm gonna place all the bombs in this top left corner, first targeting, therefore I can minimize the effect of the positioning on the overall pops. So I'm gonna place all the bombs in the same spot, same targeting, so in that way we can reduce the variables, and therefore we can compare the pops and the numbers in a better way. So that's the BAD right there. Alright, should be able to attack it again in this corner. The BAD is pretty thick, so yeah, here we go. And that's it. So let's see the pops here. 2240, so 2200 pretty much. So that's the 2-3-0 bomb. Remember this number, so I'm gonna compare it with the other crosspath. So let's see instead how the 0-3-2 bomb can manage against this round. As I said before, here we have you gain more range with this crosspath, and then you have the frag bombs, so you can see these darts flying out of from the center of the explosion. Right, you can clearly see this bomb, because of the extra range, being able to attack more times the BAD. Alright, let's see. Again, here the turn, and that's it. So let's see the pops here. 2400, so 2413, so that's roughly 150, right? 100 and yeah, a little bit more pops than the other bomb, so 170. So 0-3-2 bomb is stronger than 2-3-0 bomb against single balloons. So round 100, round 80, round 60, round 40, so all those rounds where you only have one balloon or few balloons in the screen. Now let's take a look at the second scenario. So group Bloons. Let's see against round 98 how the two crosspaths are gonna be. In this case here, round 98. Again, bomb closest to the top left first. You can see here the big explosion. Yeah, don't really expect that a single 230 bomb is going to be able to pop these 45 BFPs, but it's just looking at the numbers, so doesn't really matter how many lives you end up losing. Alright. And that's it. So let's look here at the pops. 44.3 thousand. So let's compare now this number with the other crosspath. Let's go. So 44.3 thousand. You can see that now the explosion, see it right there, it's a lot smaller. Remember, this bomb has more range and the frags damage, but the explosion itself seems to be very, very small. So let's see how this bomb can manage to do against all these Bloons close to one another. Alright, and that's it. So let's see the pops here. 35.6 thousand. So you can see that's almost 8,000 less pops than the other crosspath. 7.8 thousand less pops. And that's a lot in just one round. So you can see that now when you start considering, popping power, the Pierce, and group Bloons, the 230 bomb is a lot stronger than the 032 bomb. So against all those rounds that you can imagine where you're gonna have a lot of Bloons in the screen at the same time, the 230 bomb is your best option. Now last scenario here, I'm gonna take a look at the DTs. Now in order to be able to even damage the DTs, I'm gonna need here a village 030, so it might be village. So let's go again with a 230 bomb first. In this case, I'm gonna spawn the DTs and I'm gonna just show you two different scenarios. So I'm gonna spawn here the DTs that are gonna be close to one another. So you can see the spacing is 5. So I'm gonna spawn 10 DDTs with this spacing, right? And you can see here total pops 820. Let's compare it with the other bomb. You can see this bomb 544. So again, almost 300 less pops, and that's a huge deficit compared to the other crosspath. But now here, look at what happens if I just make these DDTs to have more space between one another, and therefore I remove the piercing component that makes the top path so good for the bomb. So again here 230, but now the DTs have more room between them. So now look here at the pops. $580. And now let's compare it with the other bomb. $562. So you can see that it's still a little less, but it's such a small margin of difference that it's almost non-significant. And as well, you can see that how when you remove the piercing bonus that the top crosspath gets, then there isn't much difference between the two bombs. So this just shows you how strong the top crosspath is against every single round where you're gonna have multiple balloons in the screen. You're gonna have group of balloons, so group of ceramics or group of balloons in general, or MOABs or BFBs or whatever. So final verdict, definitely I think, in my opinion, like 230 bomb is gonna always be a better option than 032, just because of the fact that how many rounds in the game we have with a lot of balloons in the screen, rather than instead the rounds where you have just one balloon in the screen, or maybe two very far away from each other. Like this bomb would be better in rounds like 97, as I said before, around 100, around 80, 60, 40, so all those rounds where there is just one balloon in the screen, or just a few balloons, but then that's it. In all the other rounds, it's gonna struggle. Instead, this bomb, it may do less damage against those single balloons, but then all the other rounds is gonna be better. So I think overall, the 230 bomb is a better choice than 032. So yeah, that was it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, and see ya. Bye bye.